Placentas are strange, alien-looking, pancake-shaped, life-supporting organs for a fetus. But once that baby is born, I'm hungry. Dibs. Hey there, taller babies. Trace here for DNews. Thanks for watching. There are people out there who eat the placenta after birth. Some are celebrities, some are just weirdos like you and me, and some are completely normal. But placentophagy, as it's known in the scientific world, doesn't seem to have the benefits claimed by the people who actually eat them. Look, science can take the fun out of anything, so why not this too, huh? Humans are among the few animals who don't practice placentophagia. Almost all land mammals eat their afterbirth, and that fact is a common one that people cite when they do go on to eat their placentas. Though, the ones who don't are pretty telling. Chimpanzees and scavengers do not, and a study of 179 human cultures found that basically zero evidence exists of placentophagy in any historic or prehistoric human culture. Maybe during a famine, sure, but otherwise, nah. Why? A study in ecology and food nutrition says if placentophagia is not a biologically determined behavior in humans, we should assume that there must be a good adaptive reason for its elimination. Placentas aren't just some purple sack of miracles. They're part of the fetal life support system, which also includes the amniotic sac and umbilical cord. The placenta attaches to the uterus, allowing the transfer of nutrients and oxygen from the mother's blood to the fetal blood, keeping them separate though. It protects against bacteria, not viral infections, and passes antibodies to the baby, creating 3 months of immune response at birth. It's like a 90-day warranty. It also produces pregnancy hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and HCG. After the birth, the placenta is ejected in what is called the afterbirth. The placenta is that life support filter, so it can contain high levels of bacteria, selenium, cadmium, mercury, or lead that was filtered out of the blood. It can also still contain many of the hormones for its fetal charge, which can cause any number of effects if ingested. And yet, people claim eating their placentas balanced their hormones, kept them from developing postpartum depression, boosted their energy, helped them regain nutrients, or stopped their bleeding immediately after birth. The most scientific-sounding research has to do with pain relief after birth. A 1986 study from the University at Buffalo found that an opioid-enhancing molecule existed in the amniotic fluid and in the placenta, which promoted, quote, maternal behavior. And another study, also from UB in 2005, found placentophagia may have analgesic or pain-killing properties for rats. These studies are supported by a brand new one that just came out from the Archives of Women's Mental Health that says the same thing, although it does say that the placenta has to be consumed immediately after birth in its entirety. Wow. A separate researcher commented, some of the claimed natural energy buzz and the possible lessening of the baby blues could have to do with the hormones inside of the placenta. But again, there's no evidence whatsoever either way, and if that's the case, they say it would be better to treat that postpartum depression than to eat an organ that may or may not do so. In the end though, there's just not really any new double-blind controlled studies on placental ingestions. There's a lot of anecdotal information out there and obviously a ton of media attention, but it's not even that common of a medical practice. One hospital in DC found of 3,500 annual births, only 2 mothers took their placentas home in a year. There is no hard evidence to support whether it is bad or good to eat your placenta. But if you do go for it, just remember that it is meat. And bacteria can infect meat, so eating it raw can be dangerous. If you go for it, you do you, people. Let us know if you do down in the comments, and whether you do or not, baby's gonna cry. That's what they do. But can moms read their baby's cries as well as they think?
Well, I've had many a parent assure me that there is in fact some deep ability to non-verbally communicate with their infant child. Science says, not really.
Thanks for watching DNews, everybody. Subscribe for more every single day of the week.